Why hello everyone and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat, joined by Ollie Cat next to me. Yes, there's Mr. Ollie. Focus, focus, hello. Hello, Ollie Cat. Here's my boy. He wants attention today. Today is Thursday, July 25th, 2024. Yes, we got that. We got that pretty boy. We got that pretty boy. He wants attention and he wants pets, but he's got his paws on the arm of my chair, and that's my news for the day today. The arm of my chair broke. Yeah, now you're sniffing. Now he's sniffing. Yeah, what happened there? What happened there, Mr. Cat? Yeah, it sort of snapped at this screw point. I just leaned back in the chair, and since the arm is screwed in onto the chair's back and seat, the force of me pushing back, yeah, it snapped this leg. Yeah, there's the cat. Hi, Mr. Cat. It has this little clip here that can clip into the other side, so I can put it down and it can still sort of function. It can still function. And I can get my arm on the armrest on it. It's just that, however, it is broken. It has some wiggle on it, but yeah. So I've mentioned I've been trying to find a similar chair to this and haven't been all that successful. Not like I have the funds to get another chair, however. But yeah, this chair, it's a little big. It's a little big for me at the moment. Just a little big in general. It's meant for big and tall, but I really need a chair with this nice flat-ish back with poofy headrest and just tall back with a nice big spot for kitty. We need a nice big spot for cats to get up and rest on, because they go and they rest on the back of the chair. I can't have any other chair by any other design. It must be of this style with a back that's large enough for cat, and that isn't going to get utterly destroyed by the cat claws. Yes, don't want the claws ripping up the chair just by poking into it, climbing. It's more the climbing I'm concerned about. Of course anything is going to get ripped if they go and they try to sharpen their claws and drag their claws through it, but they haven't done that with this chair, fortunately. But I want it to be a fabric chair, because the fabric, the threads move out of the way when they claw in, rather than get punctured, which is what happens with the false leather type of chairs. They put their claws in, the claws will puncture the material, and that's there forever. And then punctures can lead to rips and yeah, just horrible things. So with kitties, gotta have a fabric material that will adjust, move around the claws, and then return to form, as this stuff does, as this chair does. So yeah, that's that. That's the thing that happened. This stupid arm of this chair broke on me yesterday. Still keeping up. 1 cup only of coffee. This is what, day 4? This is day 4 of just having the 1 cup of coffee. And I have to say, yesterday I actually had way more energy than I usually would in general, for whatever reason. I don't know exactly why. I had some energy, and I still had some fogginess, but the body had energy. brain not quite thinking straight, but there was some energy there. So adjusting to the lower intake on the coffee. Fortunately, happening a little faster than I was expecting. Still though, I won't feel fully awake until around 11 for another hour or so. That's one thing I've noticed is that during last stream I didn't really get to be like quote unquote 100% until 11. After which I was fine, but today I think I'm mostly there. I think I'm mostly there at this point. Awake. How's Mr. Cat? How's he doing? Ollie. Now Dolly has a little stuff with her fur right now. We have to like wash the back of her neck because the other day my mother was gonna give them a treat, some tuna fish from an older can of tuna fish. And what ended up happening with Dolly is, yeah, she got some of the tuna oil from the can spilled on her back, nape of her neck, as she was eating some of the tuna that was given to them. And yeah, made her run away, and now she's all uppity now with her. So now both of the cats aren't really a fan of my mother in the kitchen. We have Dolly now that's worried about getting stuff poured on top of her, and Ollie has perpetually just been for a good long while very cautious of her feet. If she's in there walking around, he will get out of the way. Very, very forcefully, he will skitter away from the kitchen, from her. He's been too much of a sneak and gotten himself stepped on a few too many times. From her in particular. I've occasionally done it. You don't know that he's behind you, and you step backwards, take a step backwards, and oh, there's the cat! There's a paw! Oh no! But yeah, he's more cautious around her than around me for whatever reason. But anyways, any hoozles? Games I have been playing. Just really quickly, Azure Lane. As usual, I do play this game. It is pretty much the only one besides the game that I'm streaming right now that I am playing in between streams. Did not get the UR ship. Vanguard didn't happen. Game is in maintenance now, and ship's gone. Will not return for a very long time. There are other ultra rares that are going to come, but yeah, sucks. Feels like I wasted all those holes trying to get the ship. Never came, but that's the nature of gambling. At least I didn't spend any money on it. Also, I've changed a few things on the shelf. We've got the Vita is now down here. I moved some of the other cases to a shelf that's behind this. I put the Game Boys up top here, and over here I've added / changed my 9-slot Game Boy Advance display that fits the Game Boy games, but the spacing is for GBAs. I got that here for all the Game Boy games, and I have a new item that is being sold on my Etsy right now. This one's on Etsy and eBay. This one is on Etsy along with a 6-slot 2-tiered version. That's for Sega Game Gear cartridges. There it is. It's got a little offset in the back, so keep that in mind. And in order for it to stand, it needs to have support on left and right. But yeah, just the Game Gear games. and they got slots. It's slotted in there, and yeah, I think that it looks pretty nice, especially in my new blue. In the new blue, I have had to update my blue. This is the newest blue. You can sort of tell the difference between that display and this one. This display is more of a navy blue, darker, and this one's closer to true blue, even though this is technically called a dark blue. The manufacturer discontinued the darker blue that I was using, so I switched brands to a different blue, and that I just have to live with that for now. And going forward, just have to let folks know if I see any order come in that is for an item in blue that is that they also had bought a previous item in blue. I'm letting them know this has happened. This was the first order that came in for a blue item after getting the new blue was from someone who had previously bought the same item in blue, and I had to let them know, hey, it's going to be a different color, different shade of blue, more likely than not, because I have to use a new filament. No real way for me to get the other one. Even though they had a equivalent of a different type of filament, I wasn't going to do that. I wanted to make I want to get all my 3D printing filament to be a consistent brand. There is only one exception. There are two exceptions, but one is temporary, the other is more permanent, and that is for the red. eSun is the brand I will use for red because they have a fire engine red. It is the only red that is red. It is the only red that is red, sadly. Every other red that I find is either pink or orange and not actually red. Or is dark red, like very dark red. The fire engine red is darker, but it's like darker consistent with like Nintendo Switch cases, which is fine. My normal brand that I get is Elegoo. Their PLA Plus. Pretty sure it's Plus. The Elegoo PLA Plus is the red is not really red, unfortunately. It's consistent across the brand, as far as I can tell. It is an orangey red, not true red, and I don't like the shade of red that they offer. It's unfortunately the same with Creality as a brand, so it's like, this is not red. This is not red. Sorry, but no, this is not the red that one thinks of when one thinks of red. The shades suck. Now, I get it, though it's hard with PLA, because PLA, when it's manufactured, it starts white. So any other colors are done through dyes, and you have to dye white, and it's really hard to go from white to, like, real red. Still, though, I don't know how they end up with orange in their reds. It's really, really weird. But anyway, that's my spiel for the beginning. Let's get to the game. Increase volume a bit. Load up our stream save here. What did we do last time, and what are we doing today? There's Cat again. Hello, Cat. Hello, Kitty. He's groomies. He's groomies. Yes, he's groomies. Licky lickies. Oh, boy. Alright. Where were we? Yeah. So last time we've expanded our population. Added tofu to the mix. Set up a little thingy here, balancer, to store animal feed in preparation for adding eggs and meat production at some point, not right now. I need to expand with more greenhouses fed by fertilizer 2. I will need more fertilizer 2 production. I will need sulfur for that fertilizer 2 production. That's what this year is for. This is going to be bringing in sulfur from the world map sulfur mine, so I don't have to worry about constantly producing sulfur. We did processing, wastewater processing last time. Set all this up so that all the wastewater coming out, cough, hack, wheeze, so that all of the wastewater coming out oh, sand. Huh. Where's your sand? Where is your sand? Why didn't I do that? Build the thing, please. Come on. Do the thing. Thank you. Empty. Empty. There we go. Oh look, another day, another bot. Thanks. But no. Yeah. Twitch needs to do better at preventing these bots from showing up. It's like, oh, you pay us for viewers. No. So we also, last time, stopped mining the coal from this coal pit and are in the process of filling it in. I am filling this in so that I have more flat space to work with and have migrated over to this larger coal, which I need to keep in mind. This is all of the rest of the accessible coal. Slash it will be the only accessible coal going forward. Meaning that, yeah, once that's mined out, there's no more. And I have to be ready for that. As in, I have to be ready to have an army of tree planters, of farms growing tree seeds, or tree seedlings for planting, as well as the harvesters to harvest the trees, because all of our coal will have to come from wood if I run out of coal, which it's a possibility. It's very much a possibility. Particularly if I have to wait for terraforming to happen. So that was a thing. This is a thing that I will get to. We talked a bit about this food and drug center that will produce some amount of fertilizer too. I'm not exactly sure how much. I'm sure it's on like the blueprint page for it. But yeah, this is a consolidation complex that does all of the food processing, and in a couple of cases for a couple of things that don't need to be processed, it's just a central location where you bring it and then it distributes into the housing or to whatever other housing you want. I mean, there's no laws saying that we have to do this connection in this way. I mean, we can pull out and do splitting and all that for all these connectors. Yeah, we also got rid of the housing that was over here, the starter housing. We've relocated to the other spot and have finished this ramp up as well. So that's nice. Speaking of that being nice, get rid of trees. All trees must die. All trees must die. In fact, this guy, I think I can unassign a couple of dudes so that they can actually go and chop those trees down. Okay. Breathe. Breathing. Breathing. We need lots of everything. To that end, I believe I've also... Yes, I have also built this. This I did last time. It is a bigger blueprint that will produce a bunch of electronics, mechanical parts, the construction part 1, 2, 3s, and 4s. It also incorporates household goods and electronics 2s. It will incorporate electronics 3s once I have robotics assemblies and the ability to make them. So we need to keep that in mind. This needs to change. So I think I need to delete that line if I'm going to upgrade in place to the next lab, because that's the thing. We need to upgrade our labs here. Yeah, I don't like this. Remove the output lab, confirm electronics choose being imported, place blueprint, Yeah, just F it. Delete the whole thing. And start over. And then cancel these. Ta-da! Off. Off. Actually, those need to be on for export, just in case. So in order to get the research labs here, we need to have construction part 4s, and I need to have lab equipment 3. Face, head, kitty head, yes, 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 the boy. All of which will get made in this whole process. And that will allow me to research the next stuff. This is our late game transition, quote unquote. What do I want to grab first from this stuff? The ship armor is all I can get for the ship upgrade. I would like the Glassmaker 2. That gives me a greater efficiency at converting molten glass to glass. It also, I think, gets rid of a byproduct from the previous building. This building is bigger, it's longer, it's a different building, which is the one and only instance where it is okay to have the different recipe, and only the different recipe without the lower end recipe. This is the only way where that is acceptable. Mega vehicles, of course, will be researched, as well as... I don't really know about the fuel station. I'll get the larger storage and the even bigger cargo depot. Chem Plant 2 is just an upgrade. Conveyor belts being faster, again, is still great. 20 more vehicles, always nice. Get the wastewater treatment, the sugarcane, the sausage, and the medical supplies. All good. Electric boilers, I guess, is fine. And Greenhouse 2. Gold, smelting, yes. Then clean up the other stuff. Eventually we'll find a uranium mine on the map, and I can pick up the nuclear techs, although I have no real intention of doing nuclear. Then basic computing, and that is pretty much all I can grab, because the next tech for microchips requires finding that on the world map, and then the data center will require making electronic 3s, although I could go directly into Research Lab 4 from there. So welcome to the later game, the late game transition. I will consider this series of techs to be the late game, and then I'll consider the next set of techs with the final lab equipments, the lab equipment 4s, to be the end game techs. Entering the end game, where we will actually finish things off. Do I even need that groundwater pump? Probably not. Not anymore. But as usual, we have a ton of stuff that needs to be built. Tons and tons and tons of things need to be built. Is there actually any real issues here? Are there real issues? Not particularly. I mean, there could be more glass. Looks like iron may be the limiting factor here. Iron in. I'm considering. Interesting, they're not using that. I am considering more iron processing. Or at the very least, changing the iron processing. Considering it. Don't know if it's something I'll actually do. And all of this is just to fill in that pit. All this mining here is to fill in that pit. I would like the sand, but just whatever. I hate diagonals like this. I really, really dislike these diagonals. Looks like this is also transitioning into quartz mountain, which I may do that transition. I may actually do that. Start digging into quartz mountain here. And what I'll do with the area edit, I'll select that. It will mine. It's mining to layer 0 though, which everything else is on layer 2 on this map, so it is a ramp down. I just have to like think that I'm probably not going to use that for anything other than the mining. Which map is this? This is the original base map, New Haven, I think is the name. It's the standard normal map. We started from position 2 on the map. So basically backwards. Started on the back end, but I've somewhat relocated to the other starting zone. Just because it's actually got a pretty decent amount of pure flatness, though I've had to add more flatness, like actual real flatness, because I had to mine this, flatten it. The theme with these maps, though, is there's like random tiny hills that get in the way that you need to flatten, and you have to engage with a not particularly fantastic mechanic for the mining. Like I don't care as much for this thing, this tool. Right, so I'm gonna need crushers. Oh look, speaking of lack of flatness. Oh, do I even have? Yes, I do. So that's gonna make crush course, and then the crush course will go to sand, and then that will load in there. And I will need a storage, not a big one. Of course. Of course. Well, that sort of sucks. All right. There. There! Direct insert. Fine. Quartz. You will go there. Oh. That's just lovely. Thanks. Alright then. Fine. Oh wow, none of it is flat. Oh, come on, you. Does that block anything? I don't think so. Alright, that'll be that. As I expand the sand mining and start mining quartz. What? What do you mean? What are you trying to do? Like, actually, what are you trying to do? Why are you trying to go there? What's there? Shouldn't you know better that you can't go there? Just reset it by hitting recover. No, we're losing people. Humma. Oh, out of copper. Oh, there they are. There are deliveries, but... Oh yeah, and I guess this doesn't need to exist anymore because we have this. Remove that. Thanks. Ah. Okay. I want to extend the belt and load here. The thought has occurred to me that I may want to relocate smelting into here, but like, all right, what does that really do? It makes my life more difficult. That's what. That's what it really do. I mean, the trucks are gonna have to go somewhere, right? They're gonna have to do some sort of a delivery, like no matter what. Unless I, like, even if I belt from coal to all of the coal destinations, even if I run those belts, like, you still need to fill this with trucks from excavators. We don't have a fully automated belt-based excavation machine. We don't have the uber mega ultra mining machines. But what I can do is I can run this belt. I'll do that in case I need to run a thingy. Alright, that'll go in there. It'll get only from here and from this production, but this is full, yeah, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, are you, oh, you're concrete. Right, slabs. Slabs are currently here. Have I gotten the... I have not. Where is it? I have. I have gotten the gas kilns. That changes some things. Yes, the gas kilns actually changes some things. I can get rid of this, but I sort of have to have the replacement built in order to do that. And I can rely on the sand, the like actual real sand recipe. This does manufactured sand. I don't really see the point. I mean, I get it. There's an infinite supply of manufactured sand for all intents and purposes. But yeah, unless you're like playing for thousands upon thousands of years, there's no real, like, you're not going to run out of real sand or quartz to make the real sand. So let's set this up and somewhat close to the real sand as well. I'll do this over here. So this will make up to 6 cement, and the concrete mixer 2 uses 3 cement. I will note that there is a concrete mixer 3 that does exist. That will be double this. That will use the full 6 cement. So the build will require... Oh, and I guess I'll do gravel rather than slag. That's the only other caveat. Oh, this makes CO2 as well. We have to keep that in mind. Oh, right. Is this even aligned well? Now it is. Excuse me. I guess I'll use loose lifts. Do I need 2? Yeah, sand and gravel. So sand in, gravel in. So that's basic unit. Multiply. We have multiplied. Right, then I need a large crusher. Making gravel. Gravel, I guess it can be on the layer 1. And I did leave the space because we need pipes in on all of these. In here for water. And then the sand. Storage. Wow, another bot. Goodbye. Definitely one of those days, huh? Okay, that's set up. I have room to add another once the mixers get updated. So once I get the mixers updated there, I just add more kilns. I need to provide the kilns with stuff, and I need to get the CO2 output sorted. It would be in my best interest to pipe the CO2 to a destination and have like a storage tank with a pipe balancer that will vent the excess. Because they may do something with that CO2. We'll see. Just personal preference, I don't like depending on using byproducts, particularly in systems where the byproduct production is going to be intermittent. I don't really like using those byproducts because it's incredibly easy to depend upon them existing. I need to have a dedicated source of production of said byproduct, or the thing that the byproduct makes, so that I know that I have a consistent baseline production, and if I then preferentially use the byproducts, it would just offset the production that I have set up. That's the dedicated production. It'll just reduce the dedicated production demands. At least temporarily. Okay, I need... Oh, are these mixer 2s? Your concrete mixer 2s, yes. Give me storage. I need another loose storage. I'll sneak this one in here. This is for the limestone. And I need a fluid storage. Alright, and I need a stone storage. Rocks. I'll load in. Hydrogen. Not helium. Hydrogen. And limestone. I could have done this a tile closer, but whatever. We'll be fine. Yeah. I think that works. How much CO2? 12 times 4 is less than 60. So we're fine with that. Gonna have that somewhere over there. I also need a flat unit storage for all of the brick output, concrete brick output, or slabs, whatever they call them. Neat. This will go in to a pipe balancer. Smokestack. I think the regular smokestack gets rid of enough CO2. Already out into the tank. And that's that. Wow. Done. I do have the gas injection pump. So I need to keep in mind that I could then go and take that CO2 that's going into this fluid storage and pipe it over to a gas injection pump over here. I would need to bring it some seawater as well, but that is really easy. And it would permanently remove CO2 for 0 pollution. All right, so that's our upgraded concrete production. Unfortunately, the this upgradable smelters thing, well, A, it doesn't do concrete. That's for one. But yeah, my concrete slabs doesn't have like the gas kiln version. Doesn't have a gas kiln version. Not in the blueprint that I found. There might be a different entry of blueprint for it, though. Oh boy. So there's a lot of things that are gonna take a bit to build. We just have to live with it for the moment. Oh god, 585 workers and climbing? Uh-oh. Do I have enough food for that? I don't think I have enough food for that. And we're sort of building a lot of things. And I have to build this whole thing before I turn off the other production. And I have to keep an eye on power because these large crushers use a bit of power. No available place to dump products. Really? Empty. Actually, I should run the belt up to there too. Since I am starting to use a lot more limestone than I used to. Right, this is going to be just providing limestone, or sulfur, excuse me. Interesting. Oh, I set a thing to be repaired, didn't I? Yeah, we've repaired the cargo ship. Good. Sort of need that cargo ship. Lacking tofu. But we can reduce the tofu demand by adding the eggs and meat. We can also reduce the veg demand by adding fruit. And that's a very, very simple transition. He's lickies. He's licking. He's licky boy. Also, this shouldn't be this type of pipe, but whatever. The one going into the building is fine. So yeah, this will be fruit. I really don't have the fertilizer. But oh well. Fruit goes in the flat. Yeah, fruit is a unit storage product. I will assign you to fruit for now. What? Oh, right. That thought hadn't occurred to me. This produces more sludge than a single digester can process. So temporarily, I will boost that until this gets built, which may take a while. So, is there any pressing terraforming to do after filling that guy in? I don't think so. I mean, I've got all of that there going, but it's not really pressing. I think this is better, and I'm actually going to square that off. And I am noticing that the copper here is a bit low on its mining designation. So what I'm going to end up doing here is going to the +2. I'm going to do this. We're pretty much gonna mine it out. And all at that +2 line. And I am very much considering that this entire plateau is going to get flattened to the +2 line. Hell, even the coal is at the +2 line. So, yeah, my thought will be I will ultimately connect all this at +2. I just have to keep this ramp here and mine the gold. Before that, we will likely, very, very likely, end the game before this whole thing gets to be +2. But my focus at the moment will be mining out the mines, of which there's a lot of copper. A lot of copper in here. I will ignore what's under the ground, below the +2 level, but we need to get to the +2 level. That is on the agenda. We need to get to the +2 level. Oh, right. I need to be very, very cautious and edit this area. So that it does not have this mining designation in it. Yup. So I may run out of copper, at least for a bit. I'm actually gonna set one of these to focus copper, the other won't. Yeah, and it's gonna go and... Where the hell are you going? Oh, okay. Sure, go there. Fine by me. Yeah, this other guy can do the dirt, that's fine. How's this looking? Almost. It's almost done. Glorious. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now, the interesting thing with this game, I cannot put farms on this land because this is rock and not dirt. I'm not sure about if the rock slowly transitions to dirt. I think that waste transitions eventually. It degrades, biodegrades, maybe. I thought there was something along those lines that exists in the game, but I could be completely wrong. Oh, good, good, good. They're so close to being done on this. They'll deliver to other locations after this, but yeah, this is the main dumping area. In fact, it may complain that they're not able to dump anymore. Oh, it's not going to complain. Interesting. All right, it's done. Is finished. Is finished. Meaning I don't really need to keep mining in this, but I think I'm gonna do it anyway, just for giggles. I don't need this mining tower anymore. Meaning I can build another house there. Alright, this... realigns. To there. Ta-da! And that was the whole point of all that. Say hello to the point! Now, unfortunately, this will take longer to mine. It won't need as many dudes. The vehicles are not going to be able to deliver as quickly. I think what I will need to do is hook up the conveyor. Wow. You actually could use another dude. Because as I've said, this isn't as important of a spot to dump to. I think what I'll actually do is I'll tell it to explicitly do this one. Where's this tower? There. So it will, now all the vehicles will explicitly go and they'll dump at this zone. So these 13 trucks, once they've finished their current missions, they're going to go and they're going to deliver in here. At least they should. They should be. Are they not? I swear I'm occasionally seeing some go around the corner. But no, they seem to be all going out that way, which is the point. But yeah, we are in a bit of a waiting game. Thus the terraforming here. Oh good, you exist. Guess I should run a pipe from this into there. Oh good, they're getting the extra storage. Those part 3s though, that's gonna be the biggest limiting factor, pretty sure. I need a lot of construction part 3s. And its limit is the 2s. The 2s look like they're limited by the 1s. And the 1s are limited by the slabs! Woohoo. And what's the problem with the slabs? Well, I don't think anything. I think they are operating at peak efficiency. We're just using so many. Making 48 slabs per minute. The new build will be capable of a few more than that. Just gonna throw that out there. Oh yeah, I didn't do any of the pipes for the water. Yikes. How much water? 12 times 8. 96. That's 2 groundwaters. I think well, I've got water here through desalination. The desalination plant here makes 240, but each of these uses, we've got 36, 41, and 45. That leaves me with 118. So if I provide the water into this, that's basically all of it. Oh yeah, and the water is being provided in here as well. But that's trivial. It's 12. That I think I've got spare. Point being, I would need another desalination plant soon. Oh boy. Now the hope would be that I don't need this many slabs, and that this would be full for a while. Well, at least I have part 2s coming in. That's goodies. Yeah, let's get this up, because the slabs are an issue. I am going to prioritize those as well. So as I get part 3s in, they're going to build these, and then I'll have 3 times 24, which is more than that other build. And it will allow me to destroy the other build, deconstruct it. But that'll take a minute. It'll take a little bit of time. That excavator's doing its best job that it can. But I do not have enough ore coming in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull off one, assign to here. And once it comes over, I'll explicitly tell it to be assigned to the thingies. Where is it? Hello? Hello? Buddy? Excavator. Oh. Yeah, it can't get out, can it? Whoopsies. We need the ramps. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, it managed. It managed to get over here somehow. Anyway, copper ore. How did it manage to get from over here up there without the ramp finished? What? Can't go. It can't. There's no path that way. Without the ramp finished. Did it manage to squeeze through here and go around? It must have. It must have managed to get through here. I don't know how it could have, though. But to my eyes, that's the only way. And I don't think a larger excavator would have been able to do it, though. Huh. No, this is the excavator. I think there is just enough room. It may have. Because this wasn't built and this wasn't built. That was the only way out. Interesting. Landslide of dirt. Oh good, that's done now. Yay! More slabs are incoming! If I can upgrade the belt. At least temporarily. Yes, throughput 200. Woohoo. No, I think more than 60 get made. Off of 4. Yeah, I'm gonna need those rocks. I'm gonna need rocks, game. And this is why one does this mining here, because we actually need the rocks. In fact, I may have a thingy storage, couple storage just defined for rocks. And that way they'll deliver rocks here, ideally, preferentially, because it's a shorter trip. Yep. Then they'll take the dirt somewhere else. The game does have a option to play with an ore sorter machine. It uses like 6 people each, which is unfortunate. It takes a lot of stuff in the early game, but, you know, it's actually okay. It has some interesting setups. Alright, I need to address this food situation, because clearly the dudes are eating more than I'm making. Eating more of what, though? Potatoes? Looks like I need potatoes. So I guess this is the time. If it's just potatoes, I should probably make a regular old simpler farm. Or 2. Potatoes are basically the only thing you can put on the regular farms. And not die, and have the props not die. Because they can last up to 3 months without water. It does reduce the rate of production, though. You build, please. Build this. It's time for new tech. Alright, that's going to make lab equipment 1, this will make lab equipment 2, and this will make lab equipment 3 out of that lab equipment 2. And then the tricky part is that we do need the lab equipment 3 in order to actually finish these labs. So as it does its thing, I'm going to be like telling it to move the contents of the belt from time to time. Just be like, hey, grab this stuff for me, please. And it'll become usable to build out the buildings. There's 2 of them. And there's all 3. Okay. Now we can let it go and do its thing. And research shall research. Oh, now corn? Now we need corn? Alright, I don't have that many groundwater pumps on this guy, so thinking of doing the thing. Oh hey, we've got sulfur delivered. Nice. Okay. That means I can make some dedicated fertilizer, but what I'm considering doing is unpausing this. And have I... Yeah, I have already gotten this settlement, so I can trade for doohickeys. Chickens. Oh, I haven't. Here, I should consider sending them some stuff so I can do some of these trades. But basically this has enough markets. It has markets for every existing food item, plus the clinic here, which at the moment will be assigned to medical supplies. And this setup will build medical supplies here out of medical equipment and disinfectant. And it makes, I think, all the things except the steel and the plastic local. Pretty much makes everything else that it needs. I am going to need to provide it with water and hydrogen, and it could use extra ammonia. It will need the salt, it will need sulfur, it will need limestone, it will need carbon dioxide. Or it will produce carbon dioxide, excuse me. I'm going to set these to on. And to keep full. Actually, not get rid of. What am I thinking? And just have the trucks deliver that stuff for now. The rest of the stuff, though, I will want to belt in. I'll just need to make sure that I put one of these down, like, here. And there is one for this in the peripherals. Inorganic transport bridge that I can use, but I'm pretty sure. Oh, is it not missing? I was pretty sure that this bottom line. Oh yeah, yes it is. This bottom line is missing. And I think the one next to it as well is missing. I hear rain. It is raining. So yeah, unfortunately this doesn't have all of the lines that I need. Even though it does have, like, some A space. I think it's just the one, though, for it. I think it's for the sulfur, actually. Hold on. Which one? Which line are you? You. Limestone. One is limestone, the other is, I think, the sulfur, and I think both of them are... Yeah, so this one... Well, either way, I think they both have an issue with this thing in particular, but also the normal, like, straight bus line. This is a little funky. So that'll take a minute to build. But included here is fertilizer too, and it will provide fertilizer too. Pretty sure it's this pipe. Yeah. And that removes the need for all of this as well. I just need to belt in into here. I need to get it physically to these belts. Oh yeah, ship armor 2 is done. Let's armor plate 2. That'll bring my battle score up to 510, so I won't have to worry about much when exploring. Oh yeah, there's a bridge 3 that I didn't consider. I'll need to do that upgrade as well. Good, that's accruing. Once the part 4s have like fully accrued, I will get more construction part 3s in. Because right now half of the production goes to make 4s. Do I need to upgrade this belt? It's already doing 200. What? How am I lacking electronics? Well, I guess you need to upgrade further. Oh yeah, recyclables exist. I might do the thing. Might. Don't really want to, though. Alright, you done? Yes. Wow, that's an expensive bridge upgrade. That being said, we have reached the halfway point for today's stream. It is that time to take a break. With that, it's break time. I'll be back in a few minutes and we'll see how much more gets crafted in the second half. We're just rolling at this point, progressing with the content, and we will be back soon. I have returned! Welcome back. The cat followed me. We'll see if he also returns. Is this done? Yes. So this, over here, can be deleted. Along with pipes. Yay! Is finished! It is done! We have removed it! Yay. Those materials are going straight in here for all of this food and drug center business. Oh boy. Hello, cat. At my feet. The cat is at my legs. Right, where is... Okay. Right. I am actually tempted to undelete that belt. That pipe. Yeah, I think I need to undelete said pipe. Why were you... Level 1. Level 3! Please, level 3. Hello, cat. Welcome back, Ollie cat. He wants pets. Yes, he wants his petting. He wants to feel good. He wants to feel good. That's all cat wants. He wants to feel good. Oh. Now, which one of these pipes is the one that goes into the water? Who is water pipe? So here is water pipe. That gets highlighted, and it's this one. This is the one. Yes, that is the one. Beautiful. Now the trucks are gonna try to deliver to various locations in here until all the belts are finished building. Ooh, mega vehicles. The techs are teching. How's the bridge doing? Needs infinity electronics and steel. Tapa? Okay. Boost. And pray. Do I have unlocked? I do. So that's the solution here. But I can't build the damn thing. And since this isn't going down even with double boost, the thing is, that's like drain from all the housing first, but the waste should go down. Yeah, it says waste in settlement 300, and it is decreasing at least. Alright, construction part 3s. I need a lot of you. What are you doing over there? Oh, he's getting comfy on my piano, on that green screen. He's a comfy kitty now. That means I can turn that webcam off, or that camera off. It's slowly going down, but yeah, it needs more burners. Until I can have the incinerator. Boogers. Alright, I can remove the boost. There we go. Crisis averted. Because it seems that trucks were removing the waste. Alright, hydrogen. Now this will make exhaust and high steam. We will smokestack the high steam. The exhaust, it's 144 into 72, which is better. Overall, because exhaust is 2-to-1 into air pollution, it halves on air pollution. This directly makes 9 for 18, so this is 2-to-1 waste to air. This is not quite 2-to-1 waste to exhaust, but it is a lot less exhaust. Actually, you know what it is? What am I thinking? 144, so half is 72, so it goes into exhaust, and then it gets halved again here. So it's, by using the incineration plant, it cuts the air pollution in half. However, you can also use the exhaust scrubber on exhaust, which actually produces sulfur as a byproduct, but it takes in water as well as this, and it produces CO2, which has even less of a impact on air pollution when you exhaust CO2, and you have the option to just eliminate the air pollution entirely by sequestering the carbon. So these really work in tandem. With each other. I'm actually going to do that. No, I wanted this. Sulfur that is set to keep empty, and I will just vent the CO2. So this is a much superior way of getting rid of the stuff. It's just, I wish the game would actually tell me the production rate of waste in the settlement. That is like hidden information, and that shouldn't be hidden. Like, why is this a hidden number? Why can't I see the rate of waste production anywhere? That's kind of dumb. Like, I understand if it, like, that it varies, and that I could actually reduce the amount of waste pollution by putting in a biomass collection and a recyclables collection. But, like, the only thing the biomass thing is going to do is get burned anyway. Which I guess I'll do. I'll set that up, because if you back up on biomass, like, what happens? Oh, you just get more waste. Regular waste. It just converts to regular waste. Now, at least this can get rid of twice as much. Actually, if I'm just using the 60 per second build, it's only 2. But that would further reduce the amount of waste that gets produced by explicitly pulling out biomass. Really? Like, even... Oh, I see. We're now using all of the copper. Yeah, I figured as much that would happen. I need acid. I have brought in... I'm bringing in sulfur now, so I can actually produce as much acid as I could ever desire. I believe I am producing acid over here. Yeah. I do produce that. So what I can do is I can come to my copper, and I can add the fluid storage. In here, set it to acid, and request it. And I'm going to wait until this has acid, and I will connect this pipe, pause this pipe, and then now it's all going to get replaced with the acid as the water gets used. And we just set the recipes to the acid recipes, and away we go. And that increases the output from 19.5 to 24 each for the same amount of input. Good stuffs. The next increase in efficiency would be to swap to the crushed copper, but eh. It would mean having to add additional copper electrolysis machines because there's not level 2s of those. For whatever reason. I would have to use blueprints. A blueprint for the upgrade. But as you can probably tell, we've got a bit of a need for infinite production of construction parts. 2 and 3 in particular. Alright, could you not? Give me sand. I want sand. Now, what happens here once this is done? I think it's gonna extend out in a line. Yeah. I'm not gonna be able to connect all this unless I relocate these. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should relocate the salt. Speaking of salt, I have to run the belt up to here somewhere. One of these is salt. Oh, goody. I'll at least do that. Has my thingy upgraded yet? I think so. Yes. Alright, 90 crew. Now we can go exploring. Let's go out to there. I've got some stuff that needs to be found. Alright, that's a target. I need to find the ones with the treasure chest because that has unlocks. Alright, go to there because you can win that. Ta-da! Microchip tech. That's the one I needed. And then I need to find the uranium mine. That is a coal mine. That is groundwater well. Weldy well. Guess I'll have to go here. Ship's repaired. Oh, I got the Glassmaker 3. Or level 2, I should say. Oh, and I have these bigger turbines and things. Ooh, that's a lot of resources. Yeah, Glassmaker 2. That's a lot of construction parts. And a lot of downtime on my Glassmaker. but doesn't mean I can't do one at a time. So you can see that there's a bit of a difference there. We go from 24 to 24 plus 6 slag to 48 to 72 with no slag. Alright, what do we get? Nuclear! That was the uranium mine. I figured as much. Alright. So anything that's like the 470s we can take out. Anything that's higher than that we cannot. The 990s will require to be fully upgraded. Anything in the 600s require another upgrade. Or we might be able to take them out, who knows. Because our ship gets the first strike, and all these really like higher battle scores are multiple ships. If it's one ship at 610, I don't think I can do it. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna prioritize those belts. Oh, the wheat. Yeah, let's prioritize. Bread. Yeah, bread, hi. Where's the Wawa? Yeah, let's get the Wawa. We need this big tank built for that. As I said, once this is done, I can get rid of this. I can get rid of the other bread as well. They can just be removed completely. They will be irrelevant. But I will need to start thinking about, I'm going to hit pause, or blah, hit planning mode, not pause. Purposeful planning mode for additional greenhouses. Interesting. Why? What is your problem? Like, no, it's not. I can go adjacent, right? Huh. Maybe it just looks a little weird. Maybe it'll fill up as I build more. Yeah. We need... Oh, dang, I forgot. Soy, I think, is odd. There's one of the veggies one of the crops is odd. You need to have like 3 crop schedules and then a blank when you're on fertilizer 2. For whatever reason, it's just higher output, I guess, something along those lines. I think it's the soy that needs that. Wheat, corn, potato, and we have canola access as well. Are you aligned? Of course not. And then get the storages. Canola is loose, I think. Doesn't show it, but pretty sure, yeah, canola is a loose product. And from there, we'll figure out extras. If I need more of things, it's likely I'll need more fruit. A lot more fruit, especially once I get, like, cakes. Cakeys. We'll need more cakeys. But I'm pausing that, preventing that from being built for now, because there's so much stuff that I need built. No, folks are sick again. This is not the only copper. I do have this down here, which is not moving because of the lack of water. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, how about we copy that and we install it right in there. Hook that up, enable the other recipe, get this built. Get this built. Turn off planning mode. Give it a sec for the truck to deliver acid. There's the acid. Now we can delete this. And now it will perpetually do the acid recipe. And I freed up a little room! Oh joy, oh bliss. Space! Space. Oh yeah, I guess we don't need that guy anymore. Or that guy anymore. Space. Alright, our ship. Shippity ship. I have no real reason to keep going out, frankly. We can fight various dudes, but I've unlocked what needs to be unlocked. Anything else is just free resources. And it's not even really free, because you have to fuel the boat. You have to fuel that ship, and you have to repair it in between missions. So it's like, is it really worth it? Location explored. It gave me electronics. Whoa. You may notice that I haven't really been focused on those mega machines. There's Yeah, there's a reason. Like, I can make the electronic part, or the vehicle part 3s. Like, that can be made. I can change that assembler. I can remove this building, replace it with the bigger one. But it's not necessary, honestly. Not really. It's not a particularly high priority right now to switch to the much bigger machines. In particular because while the excavators are nice, the mega excavators are nice, they do move a lot of stuff with each scoop, the haulers are split between the dump trucks, actual, like, legitimate dump trucks, and fluid trucks, where one only does loose products and the other only does fluid products. There is no mega unit storage, like flats, vehicle. It's a little odd. It is a little odd that there's no mega, like, flats vehicle, but okay. There are going to be trains eventually. Maybe those will be better for moving flats. But we'll see. That's coming, I think, in update 3 to the game. Hopefully they do make the game better overall with that update. Aha. I need this built now. Before the lack of the sand becomes a major issue. Also, did I ever... Okay, they're supposed to be doing full loads, which is odd that they're not. This needs to be, like, super high priority. Oh, right, and this only does 48 into 48. So much for direct loading. They haven't delivered to this yet. I'll have to live with it for now. How is fuel dependent upon sand? Why is there no fuel? Like, there is fuel. I know there is fuel. It exists. There should be plenty. Unless I need... Ah. I see. Now it's like, yeah, unless I need to provide additional oil. In which case, yeah, might be a problem. Interesting, they used in this blueprint balancers, so I could say priority out to the other side quite easily without having to pause about, ooh, back crack. So yeah, now I'm not going to store any construction part 2s, which is a little unfortunate, but I need the part 3s to build these. They need to be built because my sand is non-existent until they're built. I would, however, like you to prioritize the sand. Mine the sand first, please. Yeah, and this is fair on the priority out. It prioritizes the maintenance. Ooh. I'll need that for gold mining, refining. Although it would improve the, oh, I don't need to boost you anymore. It would improve this. I could get more water back. I get more sludge too, which is a little unfortunate. And it costs more chlorine, but you do get even more of the water back. 2/3 is what it looks like. How is this looking? Okay, that has water. Does this have bread? Yes, bread! The bread exists! Thou shalt bread! Woohoo! We now bread. The bread shall flow. Yahoo! We need this guy built eventually. Only problem is that I do need those construction parts for other things for these two. Alright, first one was done. Just need the second one done. I mean, yes, I could have used the other crushers, but why? There are cheaper crushers, they just are much slower. Significantly slower. Should have done all that crushing with more space out here, but whatever. Or, you know, on the sand over here. What's the rate on the regular crusher? 24 to 24, and then 8 to 8. God, you need 4 of these for every one of these. Sugarcane. Wonderful. Planning mode. Greenhouse. That's gonna be sugarcane. When it's eventually built. Sugarcane is also a flat, or a loose storage. think so is Poppy, and I think Poppy's the last one. For morphine for the medical supply 3s. Oh good, you're done. Phew, there's sand. Sand shell flow. How? You're probably just busy. Here, have another truck. Same with you. You should probably have another truck. This, or the big pipe needs to be prioritized. This upgrade, that needs to be prioritized. And I'll need to be very careful. Oh boy, yeah, we're using more than we're producing out of these oil rigs. That's a shame. I have to upgrade both of my oil rigs. And as I've mentioned, also I'll priority out these so I don't lose half to belts. Even though it was almost fully backed up. Wasn't quite. Not yet. In fact, what I'll do is I will request pickup of the stuff on the belts. Because that's more construction part 3s. In the meanwhile, oh good, you're done. Already. Yeah, now we're just gonna eat all of the oil as soon as it's produced, or as soon as it's brought in. Yeah, that's a bit of an issue. So now I will actually priority out my construction part 2s to fulfill the upgrade orders. Or the loading of the ship. We will need 400 units of construction part 2s. Yeah, we're going through quite a bit of diesel. I could swap some vehicles to hydrogen power. And that would reduce the total diesel draw, but yeah, let's consider that. Let's do that. The hydrogen fuel station. Needs construction part 3s. Of course it does. Yeah, that's better. Alright, focus this. So the trucks, the excavators, the large tree harvesters, and the tree planter can all be changed to run on hydrogen. And I'm thinking that that is going to happen. Oh, but it requires you to have hydrogen delivered into the building here. Okay. Alright, first one. Swapping out. It's now powered by hydrogen. Wish there was a way to, you know, visibly tell the difference. You've got blue highlights on, you've got like, it's got like blue stripes on it. The other vehicles, regular vehicles, don't have the blue stripes. This guy, his bottom half is blue. And he's got the tanks. Yeah, so behind the cab, it has hydrogen tanks on it. But oddly enough, it's still got like regular gasoline tanks on the bottom. They like kept the gasoline tank part of the model. They may have modified it just a little bit. It is a little modified, so it's supposed to be like, that's now a hydrogen tank, that's now a hydrogen tank, and these three are hydrogen tanks. Okay. Didn't really intend on having hydrogen vehicles, but I do need to reduce the overall diesel usage, which means I will want to pin my hydrogen. 1600, wow. This makes a lot of hydrogen now, doesn't it? Done loading the stuff for the oil rig upgrade. Well, there, it'll be that one. Start loading for the other oil rig. Go home. And mine more. Give more. More, I say, more. Give me more. I need more. Hopefully that'll very much help. Okay, last one, upgrading. So now all of these dudes are hydrogen, meaning I could swap that guy to hydrogen as well. There are hydrogen mega vehicles, but nah. There's only this one level of the hydrogen fuel station, I think, as well, which is odd. Huh. This hadn't been assigned to anything. Weird. So I haven't really used the hydrogen vehicles before. We'll see how well they do. Like, I think it's good to have a mix. I think mixing is fine. There's quite a few things that will use hydrogen overall, but for now, this will have to be fine. Oh, hey, we're increasing. Oh, right. That's not going to be fun. Actually, a lot of these pipes are superfluous, but, yeah, so there's parts of this, aspects of this, that because of at the moment that we had built it, we didn't have access to pipe 3s. We need pipe 3s in this build. To get even more throughput. Sigh. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run vehicle fuel saver. I'm actually gonna stop the maintenance reducer. Don't know why I still had maintenance reducer on. I'm fine with keeping the health booster. That's fine. But yeah, vehicle fuel saver should help for the moment. And we've already recovered on diesel, like just that small change with the upgrade to the input pipes. So, or the change to the mines, the oil rigs. Getting the oil rig, just the one upgraded, seems to have solved the issue, but I am going to deliver and do the upgrade on the other one. Oh wow, you're almost done. We have shoreline. I can I can copy this again. Yay. Oh, and this is a pipe 3 already on the input? Ooh. That's good. That's really good. I'm going to need to have that level of throughput as I grow, build additional farms. But there's just still so many things that need to be built. And it just takes so long. Even on times 10, it just takes so freaking stupidly long. And yeah, building more of this will take more time. Like, give me planning mode, building the copper Mark II build. I would want 2 of them at least. Yeah, that actually is seamless. This needs crushed copper. So it's like, okay, you also need the crusher. Not on this side. And it's like, okay, well, guess you have to be more over this way then. Because it also needs coal and sand. Well, who'd have thought? Now you need sand on top of having your ore. And you need, of course, still the output as well. For the slag. No. What? Be that way, game. I'll use a lift. Yeah, so I need, you know, the copper ore input, as well as the coal and the sand. So that will be the upgraded copper, but yeah, each of these blast furnaces is 180 construction parts. I'm gonna run that thingy, and pause the buildings that were built. Because they're not useful right now. Oh, greenhouse 2s have been made, or has been unlocked. Oh boy. Next is gold smelting. Oh joy. And these are level 2 metal casters, while these are level 1s. So These are going to be construction part 2s, whereas these were 1s, and I think blast furnaces were 1s as well, so removing this isn't really that helpful. Oh, right, and I need the acid as well. Yep. And acid is required. That should solve the copper, as long as there's enough mining of ore. And ideally I would bring a belt in on the ore. Same with the coal, bring a coal belt in. And the sand ideally would be like belted in, but I don't really have that luxury. At least not at the moment. Cat is still there. Cat is still comfy, right back there. I will need iron, like, next. Oh yeah, how's that glass maker thing going? Not. Not is the answer. Just building so much stuff at the moment. Oh, but this getting done. Now that will be fantastic. Because that'll reduce the pollution and increase health in the process by being able to get rid of all of this. This is making wheat now. There you go. Now you should be able to get the wheat out. Ooh, those are operating. Aha! Tofu. So the soybeans, they're all getting used and for making the tofu right now. I don't have the limestone. That must be a belt. This belt. I think that's limestone. So this belt needs to get built. Once that belt is built, I'll be able to get the soybeans processed, and that means I can delete this. Oh yeah, that's right. That needs building. And that belt needs belting. Because next up is chickens! Chickens are coming. We just need like a bunch of construction part 3s to get that going. Okay, this is now provided with piped in water. Unfortunately now it's just a matter of watching. Sometimes that how it do be. Just watching the base for a bit. Oh, I do need to flatten that too. But whatever. Oh. Go home. Oh, and they're in the midst of building all of this shenaniganery. Great. Fantastic. Please prefer this. So this particular thing is animal feed. It will get fed by input of, well, they have excess wheat, corn, and soy. Well, actually it's not excess. It's actually just half of your wheat and corn. And then I would hope excess soy, if any at all. It's a little odd that it even has the soy recipe enabled when I don't think it gets any soy ever. Alright. Okay, so that belt's built, which is good. Oh, this belt is for corn into ethanol. Ethanol-based corn. Or blah, corn-based ethanol, excuse me. Now that's what will be used to make the disinfectants for the medical supplies. Okay, good. That's getting animal feed. Now the question is, or the plan is, I need these buildings and belts built. I will need that belt built at minimum. bare minimum. And this is going to be the chickens into eggs and meat. All of this is what will make fertilizer level 2 ultimately through these mixers. Don't think it makes enough ammonia though by default, which is why it has a tank here for ammonia input. I've got hydrogen. So that might be better. Actually, you know what I have, or what I should have soon? Where is it? I have, like, straight up water electrolysis. Do I not? Yes, I have straight up water electrolysis, which gives me this little thing called hydrogen. Called hydrogen. Now, our power largely comes from coal. So you can essentially run your vehicles off of coal instead of diesel by having them be hydrogen-based vehicles if you're like electrolyzing water to get hydrogen. As well as, you know, you can use the hydrogen from oil processing. That's where you'll get most of it. But yeah, the main reason for this electrolysis here, in my opinion, is that this is your hydrogen for making the ammonia. This is where you get hydrogen for ammonia. You do need nitrogen, which is from the like air extractor, which is somewhere in here, I think. Why is the air thing not there? Am I just blind? Wouldn't put it past me. I must be blind. This thing, air separator, is what I'm looking for. Oh, it's in here. It's in general machines. Okay, game. Sure. Air separator makes 36 oxygen and 36 nitrogen. Not quite the right ratio, but whatever. It's 20% oxygen in the air. And a lot more nitrogen. But either way, so you can use electrolysis to make hydrogen, you can use the air separator to make the nitrogen, and you can combine that into ammonia within the chemical plants, the ammonia being here. Hydrogen plus nitrogen equals ammonia. And that's where you can get your fertilizer going, how you can get the fertilizer going. Okay, has all that been done? I think so. Meaning I can now trade. Which one was it? This one? Yeah. Trade for some initial animals. Chickens! We has chickens! Glorious chickens! Question is, do we have production of animal food to be able to feed all the chickens? Cough, hack, wheeze. Of course, your your population of chickens will quickly equal your rate of food production. If your food production drops below the level to feed the amount of chickens that you have, that quickly will not become a problem anymore. Sort of the same with humans, by the way. If the level of food production drops soon enough, there will not be a problem anymore. Because there won't be as many mouths to feed. So the chicken carcasses will get... Oh, salt. Where's the salt? Where's the salt? We need the salt. We need this belt. Hello. This is salt. This be salt belt. Gib salt belt. That shall be next. Alright. Well, I'm glad we got the chickens, so we can say we made at least that level of progress today. Oh boy. And of course they're eating all the eggs as soon as they get them. Because why not? Which makes it a little bit difficult to really tell the protein demand for food. One would think demands for all food would go down as you provide them with different, varieties of food, but they need, from every category at some point. It's a little odd. It says it's supposed to be based on the sum of all food stored in the attached food markets, but different food types have different rates of consumption. And it's just odd. It's just odd. Maybe it does. Maybe it does all go down. You know what? It all does go down a bit. As eggs get added, I'm seeing all of the categories reduce in the rate of consumption. It's just that it should have a greater effect within its own category of, protein for the eggs. So, as I get eggs, it's a greater reduction in tofu. And when I get the meat at the end, it will be more reduction to everything. And when I add sausage, it's more of a reduction for everything within that category. But should also apply globally to globally reduce things, because, you can only eat so many things at once, right? Alright, the salt is flowing. Salt is flowing. We can't do anything with the trimmings yet. The meat trimmings are what will be converted into sausage, but don't have that yet. Oh, the other buildings have been built. Interesting. So I get to add 50 and add 50. So where are my carcasses? They're supposed to be 9.9. Oh good, the carcasses are flowing. There it goes. Meat! Glorious meat! And it just goes straight out. And into here. Meat, glorious meat. Yay. We have done it. We have provided our dudes with meat. Meat and eggs. Also, this can officially be deleted, along with all of that belt, or pipe. Basic computing has happened. Oh boy, and then microchip production is happening as well. That gives us the robotic assembly, which is required here. Not like I can really use it right now, because you do also need a mainframe, and that needs gold. So we need gold. We need gold processed into gold bars. So we need to mine our gold mountain right in here. Get that set up. I'm probably going to steal from this excavation in here with these hydrogen-powered excavators. They're blue. They're powered by hydrogen. Might want to do that with these guys. We'll see. You know what? I will. We'll start with the trucks because they use more overall. And gosh, this is almost done. We've made some progress today. That's about all I can say is we've made progress. Singular. Oh, that is in need of another dude. Alright, well, we'll give you one of those dudes. Alright. Now, I think I'm going to do a priority on this chem plant here so it can start the process. Actually, both of those chem plants. We can start the process of making fertilizer 2. I'm actually going to set this to on the export so we can make use of it immediately without having to run a really long pipe. Well, I say really long pipe, it's actually not all that long, it needs to go here. But just running it from here to here, which it's a few resources, don't get me wrong, but it is not exceedingly long. Okay, that got done. Wow. That was quick. Alright, next. Pair. That might just go down the line. And we'll see how long it takes. But yeah, that's going to start the process of making fertilizer 2. Huzzah! More! 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 Oh, and you're providing it with the hydrogen from outside. Right. Oh boy, not enough food. Who would have thunk it? Oh, there will soon not be an issue. That will very shortly not be a problem. Yeah, that it will, it won't be a problem pretty soon. I think this needs, yeah, just 2 each. That's the next set. Ooh, goody. We're full on veg. I just need this to get its deliveries And then, yeah, I need to actually build this now. And it's going to be a lot of glass, too. And pipes, 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 pipes. Oh, this is, like, reversed. Whoops. The what? That being said, folks, we've reached the end of the stream. I will attempt to snooze the ad on Twitch because I'm actually ending the stream and I don't want to end the stream as ads are playing, right? So, progress today, we've built additional, like, greenhouses. We've got that going. We've got our area that was a coal mine filled in. We've begun building the food and drug center blueprint at this point, and it's doing its job. We're no longer having food issues for our folks. We have set up additional concrete slabs, as well as expanded the operations here for the sand a little bit, or changed it at least. Begun the next tier of research, upgraded the oil rigs to provide sufficient oil, and yeah, just everything is progressing at this point. When we next meet, this is going to get finished. The Food and Drug Center will be finished. I'll be focused on getting the greenhouses built and provided with sufficient fertilizer too, and bringing all the stuff into the Food and Drug Center. Yeah, by doing that, I get more unity in particular. Like that's a biggie from it, and it gives me really something to do, frankly, as we go along here. Our next step is to advance into robotics age. That's the next steps is robotics age, and getting our robotics assemblers up and getting gold processed. Next time should be gold processing. That's the real factory that we'll be doing is gold next time. And yeah, with that, thank you all for watching. This has been Dr. Shibud. I will be back with more on Sunday. I hope to see you all then.